Hey everyone, this is Deepak, and in this blog video, we're going to talk about how can you use social media correctly to build your dream life. And it's a very interesting topic, something that I have personally used in my life. So I'll be able to give you some examples of how your life can be transformed with a proper use of social media. And I know most people look at social media as a tool to help their business, or sometimes it's a tool to do certain things in personal life. But I want to challenge you today and just want you to take a look at the effect it can have on your life and what it can do for you and your family. So it's something that I speak with advisors regularly in my conversation, and I don't think most people really appreciate or understand what it can do. So let me walk you through. I have a slide that I just want to talk about key points, and the idea is to give you a much deeper meaning on what it can do so that you can start to take it seriously and really commit yourself to mastering, because what it can do for you, like what it has done for me and my family and my business and my clients, it really can do for you as well. So let's get started. So as you see on my screen here, so we'll talk about what are the main things. Now let's start by talking first about what is bad social media. And what I mean by bad social media is like you don't want to use social media from a consumption standpoint. And if you see what is good social media, so let's take an example of players versus spectators. So if you take an example of any sports, the players who are playing the sport, gets paid, and the spectators, people who are watching the sport, they pay to do that. So you don't want to be the consumer of social media. You don't want to be the spectator of social media. You want to play. Now, of course, I think we all are humans. We all have to be a consumer, for certain things. But try to see if you can be like 90% player and 10% consumer. And that's really how I try to use social media. I don't really consume. I don't look at a lot of posts or anything like that. So it's about 90 to 10 ratio is a good ratio. So if you want to do well in life, then make sure that you are understanding that. Don't get into the habit of consuming social media. Don't look at people's posts. Don't spend hours on social media. There's a difference in playing the game of social media. So that's the first point. Okay, make sure that you're doing the good social media aspect. Now, here are like some of the challenges that you're going to have when it comes to bringing this thing, right? You are going to find it very difficult to know what to do, to stay focused on social media. And that's where you need to find methods, and you need to have routines around the methods that allows you to do that. One of the challenge that most people are having today is like income, right? We all are trying to grow your business. You have growing cost in your personal life, and that is one of the reasons that you're working hard in your business. Now, time happens to be a challenge for all of us. So if you are running a financial practice, then you probably have a lot of clients, or you're trying to do a lot of training, you're getting certifications, you're going out, and you find that you're not really having the time that you need. And innovation is something that is really getting left behind. Because if you're running your practice daily just by doing administrative work for your clients, doing paperwork, then when are you spending the time to improve your offering to your clients? And this really becomes an important thing. And social media, if done right, can impact all these key aspects. Lifestyle is a huge thing. I think we live in a world today with a lot of virtual opportunity around us. And I used to fly in my corporate job every week away from family. And because we started to invest into the right social media, now we have a lifestyle that we like, which is working from home. We have clients all over the place, and we're taking clients that we like, and we're not taking clients we don't like. and hence I'm able to dedicate a lot of time to my family and live the kind of life we want. Now again, there's nothing wrong with having offices or anything. In fact, we are going to also have that. But it's a choice. It's not something that you're doing because you don't know any other way, right? So that's an important thing. Now here's what you can achieve with the right use of social media. You absolutely can get the lifestyle, which means you're able to service clients, you're able to get clients however you want, remotely or in person. You can get time freedom, because one thing social media allows you to do is you can get very methodical and very efficient with how you reach out to people. So if you're spending some time on LinkedIn, for example, which we'll talk about as well today, you can reach out to many people without even going out and spending all the time that you otherwise have to spend. So you can get a lot of time freedom, and all that gives you time to innovate. I don't believe that you want to save time to kind of not do anything or be lazy. I know many people unfortunately would end up doing that, but we are talking about if you save the time to go out, you're able to now find better methods to save taxes for some people, or give them better returns so they can retire faster, offer them other solutions that you never offered, right? So it allows you to start ingesting time. And in our case, that's what has happened, right? So we have strictly stayed virtual so that we can create technologies and software and campaigns for advisors. So all of the time that I saved, we have been able to put back into creating new stuff that we have been giving to advisors. So that's an example of how time can be used to innovate. And then again, this creates a great amount of relationships with your family. So me and my wife, we work together in our business. We spend literally the whole day together. My kids are also engaged. I stay home, so I'm always there when they go to school or when they're coming back. And this is something that I was not able to do when I was flying from Monday to Friday. And that is, again, you can design whatever you want. If you don't have kids and you want to have certain type of lifestyle, you're able to create that. So now let's talk about, essentially that's what it creates, a dream life. Dream life defined as the life that you want to live. There's no right or wrong. I have a dream life workbook that we created, like a physical printed book that shows things that I want in my life. And you need to write the story of your life, because if you don't write, who will? So just think about this for a second today. You need to visualize. I think visualization is a powerful thing in mindset training and growth. So a book or a booklet allows you to visualize. So spend some time to see what that would look like. So first of all, think about it in your mind, but then document it in a book. So let's briefly talk about how you can do that today. So one way that we have found that works quite well when it comes to playing the game of social media is focusing on few platforms. So we have decided to focus right now on LinkedIn and Facebook. There's a little bit of Instagram, but predominantly it's LinkedIn and Facebook led. So if you focus on these two platforms and you're not doing anything else, imagine you're first of all cutting down like 90% of your time from consumption. So you're now producing. And now when it comes to production, you're focusing on two platforms, LinkedIn and Facebook. And the method that you want to implement is the method that has straight path to appointment. So on LinkedIn, that method happens to be a campaign that you search, connect, message. And on a Facebook ad, you're running ads to email and phone call. And both of this leads to appointment. Now, you can do both of this from home or wherever you want. And then it leads to appointment, and from there you get people into your sales process and hence become a client. So literally spending like an hour a day, you are able to now fuel 15, 20 plus appointments a month. And if you do that, you are going to have the growth that you want. So this is really the key point I want to mention, that social media doesn't mean that you need to be working 6-7 hours a day creating all sorts of social media content. You really can get methodical on an average, spending an hour a day, or maybe slightly less to be honest, with some tools that we have, some automation that we can provide and all that. And just by focusing on these two things, you are able to build the kinds of life that you want. So don't take social media not so seriously. Like, it is something that can dramatically change the trajectory of your kids. Like, if you're planning to send your kids to certain types of university, you can actually send them to a lot better. If you want to send your kids to private school, like my kids go to private school, you can do that too. It really comes down to managing your limited resource, that is time, and using really efficient technology that we have at our fingertips. So if you get methodical like we have, you should be able to make good progress. So again, I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.